when it comes to Friday. This is what the market looks like in the business world. Welcome, everyone, to Business Morning. We're live to you from Channels Global Headquarters. I am Bosun Omofaye. Let's get the 1 hour of the show together. Of course, you know the big story on the street today. That will be in about 2 hours from now, 12 o'clock, lunchtime. Nigeria Statistics Office releasing August inflation headline reports, as well as the consumer price index. All that will be in the box at noontime. Then we'll start digesting all of that at the end of the day. You have a lot more to listen to over the weekend. Then we'll come back on Monday. We'll begin to wrap our heads around this very important economic data. So keep your eyes open here on channels. From 12 o'clock, we got the inflation data for you. Some of the forecasts for the reading for the month of August, FDC is looking at 11.5%. That will be of an uptick in the headline inflation number, while FSDH Merchant Bank, or the research group, is predicting 11.14%. It's just a bit of a close neck-to-neck data. Let's skip all of that. Let's see what the numbers look like in about 2 hours from now. Meantime, this is one big story, and this is throwing spanners in the works of the National Insurance Commission. The Federal High Court in Lagos yesterday ordered the insurance sector regulator to stop the implementation of the new sector reform that includes the reclassification and recapitalization of sector operators and revision of compliance to October 1st, 2018 against the previous period. Deadline was January the 1st, 2019. Last week, the chairman of the Insurance Commission, Mohammed Kari, was here on Channels Television for an exclusive interview, and he says today is the deadline for all insurance companies in Nigeria to submit fully signed board resolutions indicating what classes of business operations they will be engaging in moving forward. And he also promised that this week we will get the implementation guidelines of the new reclassification and recapitalization program. Now, 24 hours to that, which is today, yesterday, some folks went to the High Court and put a stop to that, which we're expecting to happen today, which is the resolutions of all the insurance companies in Nigeria. So where are we at the moment? We're hitting the ground and trying to get in touch with NICOM, headquartered in Abuja, of course, as you know, is a government agency, to bring us up to speed. We're yet to get a feedback from Mohammed Kari's office what the reaction of NICOM will be to this court order, a Federal High Court order, asking the regulator to stop with immediate effect. We'll get updates of that. As soon as we have it, you hear it first. Meantime, look in the skies, and very soon you may see new new aircraft from the airline Air Peace Nigeria, putting pen to paper to sign the purchase of 10 new aircraft with Boeing to boost the fleet of the airline to 37. That's going to be a record new one in the Nigeria's small domestic airline. Of course, Air Peace doing business not just within Nigeria, but have a few routes outside the shores of the country. Meantime, it's a very brutal market week on Broad Street, and that comes to an end today. What's the headline figures? Well, the stock market went south, the unlisted securities market went north, very divergent. Then you have a lot of trading activities at the Treasury bills market, as you see a lot of bearish sentiments, investors asking for more yield on Nigeria's treasuries as the economic, also the political environment begin to have some impact on the economy and the markets. Let's get a more sense of this. This is what we call trading places. Temple Ashaju, who was sitting here yesterday, is now sitting over there at the Nigerian Stock Exchange, where our downtown studio is this morning, and is the one taking us through the markets. Temple, good morning. It's good to have you the other side. Temple, good morning. It's good to have you on the program. Welcome to the show. Yeah, okay. I think we need to have that communication sorted out. But this is what we have at the moment. If you go back to the markets yesterday, let's just give you the headline from the stock exchange, about 0.84%. A bit of a slowdown in the level or the pace at which the market was coming down since midweek. So we have less than 1% on Thursday as the final market figure. But that's still in the negative territory below the 33,000. And you can see that going near the zero level, 32,022. The equity cap, of course, we lost the 12 trillion naira market there. We lost 11.7. And yesterday, about 100 billion was shipped off the market value in naira terms. In volume terms, that was also down very significantly, about almost 30%. Then in naira value, you can see that they made a 3.71. That's a little bit consistent with the midweek level, but about 46% difference. Then you find the total number of deals almost on track with Wednesday. Then you find the key sectors. The banking sector give us about 1/10, or about less than 0.1%. That's very small, just a very paltry. The rest were in the red, way down significantly by those two sectors, consumer goods and industrials. 3.34% was the deepest we saw. Insurance sector, 1.55%, with the Federal High Court order asking the regulator to stop the recapitalization and reclassification of insurance in that sector. There's going to be a lot of beating that the insurance sector will take. They've been taking some beating since the week started, by the way. Then oil and gas came in with about 0.75% in negative territory. Let's get Temple Ashaju to take it from here. Temple, I think we're good now. We can hear each other. Good morning.